All right, so today is June 15th. I recorded already, but my screen was frozen. So on the 4 hour, I don't really see much except this opening gap. We might see price come back to retest it or just mitigate it because price tends to do that. But focusing on current market structure, I see this area of supply up here, and on the 15 minute, we see price just continue to break structure to the upside, right? Break structure to the upside. So now our range is from here to here because this is our whole range we can see price move within because this is the lowest point before price broke structure, highest point. So right now I see a break of, oh no, I saw a liquidity sweep. Liquidity sweep right here swept all of this liquidity. And now I'm looking for price to head down, honestly. I'm looking for price to head down to here and mitigate the 75% zone and also this what was it, 1 hour supply demand, 1 hour demand zone down here. And if we tap this to, we got a lot of confluences and we're able to see price even push up to here. And on the 4 hour we might see price sweep this liquidity and then we might push down and take out this opening gap. That would be really strong conviction and for a for this week, honestly, or this day. So I want to see price push down to here, at least to here. Then we'll look for buys. I don't want to set an alert, so then we'll look for buys here, depending on how price reacts off the 75% zone. Again, we want to see a quick tap, boom, rejection. That's how we want to see it. We don't want to see tap and then consolidation. That's not what we want to see. That's not convicting at all. Not enough confidence in that setup whatsoever. We do have some high impact news coming out and a lot on Wednesday, Thursday some more, and Friday none. Tuesday we have some as well, but Friday's a half day, I'm pretty sure I've heard. So yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm just waiting for price to head down here, get to my area of interest, and we'll see how price moves off of that. But I'm very confident we'll get down to here. Um, and yeah, that's basically it. That's all I'm looking for this morning. We don't really see any other setup. I don't see a setup for sells except for price heading down here, but the liquidity sweep already happened right here, so there's no point in getting in now. Um, but yeah, so we're just looking for price to head down here, mitigate this area, and push up and break structure to at least negative 27 or to at least 0%. Maybe even negative 61.8 would be really, really good, but we'll see. So yeah, I'll update you guys. All right, so we end up seeing price come down to the 50% area and push up. Um, I'm still not entering. I'm gonna wait for a break of structure, then a pullback. Um, on a lower time frame or even higher time frame. Wait for a push up, pull back. But just gonna be patient now. Nothing really speaks out to me besides maybe even price pushing down off of this, but I highly, highly doubt that. That wouldn't even look nice. I just want to see price break structure, then pull back. That's really all I'm looking for at this point. Or if we see a pullback off of this, that wouldn't be too bad either. But yeah. I'd see a trade soon. I'd see a trade though. All right, so price broke structure and we pulled back, right? Now I'm looking for an entry. Um, I do not think we will pull back too much. I do not think we'll pull back a crazy amount. We already tapped the 50%. Oh, we didn't see price go all the way down here, but we did see price tap 50% and push up breaking structure, invalidating the setup because price already broke structure to the upside. Um, Price pulled back a little bit, and I don't know. We did sweep some liquidity right here, but I want a better pullback. However, I'm not sure if considering where we're at right now, considering we already made this large move. We're just pulling back to continue pushing up. Or we could just, pull back even more. But if I do see a closure above this zone again, this area where price broke structure, where structure was previously, I'll enter for a buy. Like right here. TP like all the way up there or something. I'll enter for something like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna wait until that happens or we see a deeper pullback. If we see a deeper pullback, that would be way better. However, I know that we probably won't. We most likely will not see a deeper pullback. However, if we do, that would give us a lot more confirmation. Right here, we could pull back down here. Yeah, that would be a really good trade right here. But again, there is a high chance that that might not happen considering price already rallied all the way up. And we got a decent pullback. We got this strong candlestick down. Sweeping this, okay. Sweeping this liquidity. Now we're getting a push up again. So, like that's good confirmation for me to enter for a buy. So I want to see a closure though. I want to see a closure. I don't want to see price push up. So wherever price closes is where I'll enter. Probably I might just enter, considering the strong momentum we're seeing right now. Like sellers are trying, but they're just not strong enough. Yeah, I think I'm gonna enter for a buy here. Yeah. Okay, so I do end up entering for a buy here. So I'm just gonna let the trade play out, see what happens, and we'll come back to analyze some more. But yeah, I feel like this was a good entry. I waited for the confirmation. Saw a pullback, super liquidity on the lower time frame, and a strong push up. That's my confirmation. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out. All right, so we ended up seeing our TP got hit after our entry right here. Pretty fast too. Just wanted to catch the ride up, and we see this liquidity sweep. We're probably going to see price continue pushing, but a strong rejection off of this area definitely gives me confirmation that price is probably heading down for a bit, at least, or at least to retrace a bit. But yeah, pretty good trade. Yeah, I'm really glad with this, not because I won, but because I waited. The biggest thing with me is I've been wanting to get just purely A+ setups and just being patient, because right now, the way I was trading, I would have entered this trade right here, what I showed you guys earlier, how you could have just ridden this wave down, but it's counter trend and counter swing and counter internal. Counter swing structure, which is bullish, and counter internal, which is obviously bullish as well. So I would have entered something like this to try and catch the ride down, because I'm opportunistic. I want to see these trades play out. However, considering a good trader, not a perfect trader, a good trader who sticks to his habits and constantly tries to eliminate bad habits. I'm not trying to make myself sound holier than thou, because I am far from a good trader, but I'm trying to adapt these good habits, because these are habits that good traders do have, and good traders are traders who stick to their plan, who are patient enough to wait for confirmation. And I waited for the confirmation. I saw a breaker structure. I waited for a small pullback. I understood that we probably weren't going to see a deep pullback like this, considering we had news come out, this come out, that it did move price pretty strongly. If we didn't have that, I probably still would have entered, because we see price come down, strong candlestick. So if price makes a strong candlestick and then reverses immediately after that, chances are this isn't going to be a retracement for this candlestick. Like, price will push up after that, more than likely. Again, I don't know what the markets will do. I just say I know, as in, I don't know, it's just the way I talk. But so we see this, chances are if price closes a candlestick like this, we're not going to see it continue to push down, right? We're most likely not going to see it continue to push down. Why? Because sellers aren't in control anymore. Sellers were strongly in control. We took some orders. We see this liquidity sweep as well if we scale down to the 1 minute. As I said before, we saw this liquidity sweep. Wasn't that strong, but the fact that price strongly pushed up off of it gave me even more confirmation that price was heading up. Then I entered a little bit prematurely. However, I was just confident. I'm not gonna lie in this trade. I could have entered here. Same result. We see a closure above this candlestick. This structure, same result. But I entered a little bit earlier. We see price hit our TP, and now we're pushing down. As I anticipated us to get a liquidity sweep, push down, maybe even come down and liquidate this, or I don't know what we're gonna do. Doesn't matter to me because we are done for the day. But we'll see if price probably pushes down and hits the gap, but we'll see. So yeah, that's basically it for this week. We'll be back tomorrow. So yeah. I'm glad that I stuck to the one goal I had, though. The one goal of just taking A+ setups, and that was for the conditions we had, that was the best trade I could have taken. Yes, it could have gotten stopped out and price could have came down more, but any trade could get stopped out. So to say that for this trade compared to other trades, like this trade, if I took this, would have got stopped out, even though it was a high probability trade. Because I was confident we were going to see price push down, but obviously not. Also, we could have pushed down deeper into this area where price broke structure here, but we obviously didn't do that either. So, yeah, basically it.